Today I have what I expect to be the first of many Emperor Cup fixtures we do as part of this series. The Emperor's Cup is the big national team competition. We won the Tokyo Cup since last episode, and today we're already entering in at the second round. You guys already knew we were in the Tokyo Cup final as of last episode. In the end, we won really convincingly. 5-1 win, was 4-0 up at halftime. Yamada, man of the match. That sent us to the first round of the Emperor's Cup. And against Trinita, who are in our own division, we managed to win 4-0. The result is a little bit of a false reading, really. We scored 3 goals in extra time at the end of the game. They ended the match with a load of injuries, which kind of wrecked our hopes of coming back into the game. But the good news for us is we've made it to that second round, and that will be the first of 2 games today as we take on Tochigi City. Tochigi City, I think, was the team we took on previously in Tochigi. We're now taking on Tochigi Soccer Club. Yeah, that is what the SC stands for. It says so in the badge. It does mean we've got an away day to a J2 team, a chance to flex our muscles against the team in the league above us. As well as that, we have got a league game against Reilac to worry about. We are top of the table. We'll talk about the league form right after the intro. Welcome back, by the way, to Tokyo Rising. Today is episode number 26, and as I said, it is Emperor's Cup time. This is the big competition. If we were to win this competition, we go into the Asian Champions League. Probably get a little bit ahead of myself there. Now, as for league form since last episode, the big headline, we're still unbeaten. I think we've played 4 league matches since we were last here. We've only won 2 of them. One of those was the first of the 4 games we've played in the league since last episode. A 4-1 win in this game here. A flurry of goals in the second half secured us the result. Batata, the potato, looking very, very good. When you look at his form for the last 20 games, there's lots of green here, isn't there? 12 goals in 13 J3 league games. Safe to say he is stepping up for us. Sadly, we did follow up that good win after the Emperor's Cup win as well, with a couple of not-so-good results. 1-1 against Nara Club, and then against Azul Claro, 1-1 away from home. Batata scored in both these games. Sadly, his goals weren't enough to win us the games. This one here, we were very unfortunate not to win. For the first time in this save game, though, we have been juggling more than 1 game a week. There's been a little bit of fixture congestion going on due to the cup games we've been involved in. It does mean that this game against Girovans, which we did manage to win 3-1 most recently, was only a few days ago. I did play a full-strength team in it. I have rested up the players since, and I'm going to hope that they're capable of making the step up today as we take on Tochigi Soccer Club. I have already mentioned the sensational form of Batata. A couple of other players need shouts. Firstly, Vinicius Diniz. I know the last couple of games he's not quite been as good, but this guy, bigged him up last episode. He'd had a really good start to his time at the club. He is continuing to look like a really great player for us. The pair of Brazilians coming up good. And actually, Yamada, also in the midfield, is playing particularly well. 5 assists, 1 goal, 2 player of the matches. I feel like it is our midfield that is winning us a lot of battles this year, of course. We are unbeaten when it comes to league games still. 13 games into a 38-game season. So we're a third of the way towards the unbeaten league season, but we have drawn 6 games and won 7, which means when it comes to our actual points total, it's not quite as emphatic as you'd think. And whilst, yes, we are top, there is, well, Grula behind us, who if they were to win their game in hand would draw level on points with us. And well, the reality is, we're not that comfortably in the automatic spots at all. Yeah, it's still very, very close. Our opposition for the first game today is Tochigi Soccer Club. We have got an away day to do as well. I have had a little sneak peek. They play at a big, proper stadium, people. We are big time now. They're currently 7th in J2. This is going to be a mighty difficult game. Now, we have already taken on another team from the place of Tochigi. I say the place because I'm not sure if it's a town or a city. So the good news is, I think I know where it is on a map. I think it's up here somewhere, isn't it? Tochigi. It's out north. It definitely is on my screen right now and I just can't see it. So here is the city of Tochigi. And like I already mentioned, I have had a little sneak peek at the stadium and I can confirm, I believe it's here. And this isn't the right place. This is awkward. It isn't a big stadium, though. I thought this was big from the previous map view. There can't be that many big stadiums in and around Tochigi, can there? Like, where is the big stadium? I found another sports park. It's not this one. I found the stadium that we played at last time when we were in Tochigi. It's not this one. It's today that I've learned that there is a town called Tochigi in Japan. There's also a massive part of Japan called Tochigi here, which is where the away day is. Why have they got two places named the same thing? Anyway, for today's away day, we are at the Kanseki Stadium in Tochigi. As I said, it is a big, proper stadium. Here it is. Yes, it does have a running track. I have become numb to that. I already mentioned this. I did have a sneak peek just to have a look around the Tochigi Stadium to see how big a J2 stadium was. There's all this other stuff going on around it, and yet I still managed to get lost earlier in the away day. Also, fantastic car park here. Looks good, doesn't it? And there is an amusement park in the middle. The Tochigi Family Land is a catchy name. Look, the away day in the stadium can wait. I want to enjoy the Tochigi Family Land. Does anyone else look at this and just want to play like Roller Coaster Tycoon, or is that exclusively a me issue? I will also say, I think this is the third Ferris wheel we've seen on an away day in Japan. Weird how they keep popping up. There's a bloody obstacle course. We'll send the players in there to get warmed up. And there is also a roller coaster here. I can't see any inversions. It doesn't look like the most intense of roller coasters, but there's one here. I know what you're thinking though, Jack. We're here to go to the athletics stadium. That's true, but why not go to the sumo stadium, the water garden, or the baseball fields on the way? Why not? I'll tell you why, because this is a Football Manager YouTube channel. Now, there's no roads around the edge, so views of the actual stadium itself are going to be limited. There is also, I've just spotted here, even more parking outside the ground, which just makes me feel warm, fuzzy, and happy. And then here is the stadium itself. There's this really old set of houses here. Imagine living in these houses, then one day they built a stadium here. You would be fuming, wouldn't you? We're getting our first peek through the outside the stadium here. It looks big and fancy. They've got yellow seats. It looks very nice. That's the outside though. Can we actually get onto the inside? There's got to be a dot of the inside. There is one solitary dot. Here it is, the stadium itself. And as much as I hate running tracks, and that's an ongoing thing with away days going back years, I am becoming somewhat numb to them here in Japan because they are just everywhere. I feel like it's the first time where we've gone to a football stadium and the seats actually match the team's colours, which really says a lot about where we've been playing so far in this save game. This stadium is quite nice, isn't it? Did anyone else really like this stadium? It only holds, I think, 24,000. I say only, bloody massive for a team of our size. And here they even have the stadium in 3D. I didn't spot this earlier because there wasn't any footage around it. There is allegedly a park here. Does this really count as a park or a garden? It's just mud. It's just dead grass everywhere. I've noticed on away days, there's always dead grass in Japan. In Japan, do they just not water like grass in public areas? Do they just wait for it to rain? Also, this is apparently an athletics park. I say apparently because I think it may have been once upon a time. I'm not sure what it's meant to be now. How many away days do you get where there is a theme park in between a sumo wrestling area, a number of baseball pitches? It has to be said, there's 4 of them I've just noticed, football pitches. There's good parking all around as well. It's just a general good vibe here, isn't it? I really like Tochigi. I want to go to Tochigi on holiday, I've decided. I'm giving this stadium a 7.5 out of 10. I've had fun. I'm now going to hope that the fun continues as we go into this Emperor's Cup game. Now, a little bit of team news today. Yoshida, the £200,000 centre-back, he's not been playing amazingly, although he has been getting better more recently. He's injured. He's out for a little while as well. 6 days to 3 weeks. He has missed the last little while of football. Does mean a little bit of a shuffle at the back. Ataki has on occasion this year been playing centre-back. Truthfully, Ataki has been struggling wherever we put him, but we've not lost a game yet, so I don't feel inclined to change things. But that does come to the dismay of Numata, who was our starting left-back last year. He's unhappy about a lack of first-team opportunities. He has played 5 league games of 13 starting at left-back. I feel like he just needs to accept he's not as good as he used to be. Sadly for us, Matsushita is still coming back from injury, not fit enough for today's game. And elsewhere, Omarov. I've really been enjoying Omarov. He had a really good game, but got a gashed leg in it when we won 3-1. He got 2 goals in that game. Sadly, unavailable for today's game because of the fitness stuff. Although I say he's unavailable, right? The game says he's passed a fitness test, but I don't know about anyone else. I see a heart this depleted as Omarov's here. I'm not risking it. It just doesn't feel worth it. The Yoshida injury at centre-back, by the way, means that Rio is back in the fray at centre-back. Hasn't started too many games, but he is a man I'm going to turn to and keep some faith in. Our old starting centre-back, still on loan, of course, for the year. Reunited with Takeshi. I'm hoping that romantic story is going to be enough to get us a result here against Tochigi, whose key man, as you can see here, is Ismaila. He's very good. He's very quick. He's not bad in the air. He's got good heading. He's just quite scary, isn't he? He's on £3,000 a week. With the Emperor's Cup, by the way, there is 90 minutes, then extra time, then penalties. There's no second leg to worry about. We have one shot to get an upset here. We have to do it on the road. Here's the team I'm putting faith in. Takagi and Batata, I need them scoring. Okay, early corner. We're very good at set pieces and stuff. Vinicius Diniz is there. We've got the big boys lined up at the back post. The ball's going to be whipped in. Takeshi is there. His header was just wide. We're coming up to 10 minutes played in this game. We've had 33% of the ball. We've been chasing shadows early on, and we could be called into some defensive action here as they now squander a chance of their own. Both teams yet to have a shot on target. Both teams having good opportunities, though, to take the lead. We had a chance, didn't we, from a corner already. It's going to be the short corner routine this time. Diniz going to take it short to Batata. The Brazilians linking up. Yamada. All the big top performers in the corner there. Really need them in the box where Kayanoki is sadly going to put a shot wide. What I will say is we've played 20 minutes in this game. So far, they've had just the one shot. We've had 5. Yeah, look, we haven't hit the target with that many of them, but we're creating a little something. Maybe that's a sign of things to come. We've still got the ball here. That ball is sensational. That finish is ridiculous. Batata scores another. I feel like I need to call up Botafogo and ask if they've got any more Brazilians. Batata initially flicks this onto Takagi. He then holds it up. No one else on planet Earth has seen this pass. It comes down with snow on it. Batata could take a touch. He's not about taking a touch business. He likes to just take it first time. He hammers it past him in goal. I said, didn't I, just before the game, yeah, the strikers need to link up for us. So far, they've done exactly that. They've got a goal and an assist between them with that one. Came from absolutely nothing, but we do have to ensure that doesn't go to our head. There is still a lot of football left to be played here. Ito, now back to Nago for them. They're having a lot of the ball, Tochigi, and with that, you expect them to create stuff sooner or later. I guess the test for us is, can we absorb that pressure? And as we have done for many years now, look to catch teams that underestimate us on the counter-attack. Mitsuhashi to Batata. Could he repay the favourable ball to Takagi? He instead gives it to Yamada. The centre mid is stepping forward. Lays it behind Kayanoki. Takagi is there. And he's onside. It's 2-0. We are beating a J2 team right now. I know it's only the second round, and I know I half joked about it earlier. If we win this competition, we're in the Asian Champions League. Yeah, I'm not going to set the unrealistic goals, but dare to dream. I'm definitely getting carried away right now. I mean, I want a third now. Yamada, Kayanoki, in behind the winger, tries to get it back to Yamada. It's half cleared away. Kayanoki steps inside, runs into the box, fires just over. We've got them on the ropes right now. We've now had 46% of the ball. We are having more of the possession as well. I'm sure for their manager, he's desperate just to get them in at half time. Doesn't want to throw in the towel just yet, you know, to keep the boxing metaphors going. They're on the ropes. They're wobbling. Can we deal a knockout blow before they can react and get back to their corner? Diniz hits it. It's parried. Rio's there. He's offside. Wave it off. It ain't going to count. Okay, half-time here. You know what? 2-0. They had that one early chance. Had that gone in, may have been a very, very different first half, but they did miss the target. We're playing well. I'm going to tell the players they're playing well. I'm going to hope that's not going to come back to bite me. But how can you not praise the players with what we've just seen there? Diniz and Yamada putting in some good performances at centre mid, in spite of the fact they've not got a goal or an assist between them. Like I mentioned prior to this game, our centre mid Seb, I feel like, is actually winning us games right now. And I feel like they are certainly a difference maker here, as the two of them, well, they're linking up again. Yamada back to Vinicius Diniz, Kamori, laying it to Mitsuhashi, the right back in the wide area. Mitsuhashi's been here since the beginning. He floats it towards Takagi, whose header comes off the underside of the crossbar. It's not cleared away yet. Can Takagi maybe pull the trigger? Edge of the box, whipped in. Kamori's there. How have we not scored a third? Kamori's not had the best game at right midfield, so I'm going to take him off and bring in Jun Nakajima. Elsewhere, I mean, I'm looking at Mitsuhashi thinking you could do with a rest. Let's bring in Jae-min, the South Korean chap we've brought in on loan for the year. Haven't really given him all that many starts because Mitsuhashi's been pretty good. In this game here, he's not been perfect, so I feel like this is a good opportunity to bring him on. If I'm not mistaken, this might be his live commentary debut as well. I'm making the subs, by the way. There's still a highlight going on in the background. I forgot to pause. We're still on the attack. The players don't know this yet. I want to slow things down. I want to make some subs. I want to change it up, and they've not got the memo. We're just bullying them right now. I mean, we've got a corner here. Jun Nakajima on off the bench is going to take it short to Batata. Edge of the box, Yamada is there. It's our creative players trying to spark something as the ball's whipped in towards Rio. And I'll tell you what, his name is Rio, and he's going to score a goal. It is 3-0. This is game over. Wouldn't it be fun to go on a little Emperor's Cup run? I mean, no, we'll now get drawn against a J1 team, but I'd love to go on a little cup run in this competition. Obviously, we've had to play for a qualifying tournament with the Tokyo Cup just to get here, but now that we're here, we're making a splash. 3 goals up, I might be crazy at half in this game is done. I know they're on the attack right now and they're whipping the ball in, and I could live to eat my words. They've not had a shot on target. We've had 21 shots. Annoyingly, we've only had 5 on target, but we are catching them out again and again. And we're looking to execute the exact same game plan here as Nakajima, the right midfielder, has his cross blocked. It falls to Takagi. It's actually 4. It's actually 4. We've gone to a nice fancy away day. I'll tell you what, all the players can have a go on the Ferris wheel. Great managers of the game, Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, Jurgen Klopp, take notes. If you want to get your players playing well, promise them a trip to the Tochigi family land. 2 minutes of added time at the end of this game. Lads, we can stop. We can stop. They are already dead. The ball's been whipped in. Takeshi's hit the outside of the post. The players haven't got the memo. This has been a ruthless display, which was very nearly capped off by a 5th goal. Look at the stats of this game. Look at just what's happened here. Their goalkeeper was absolutely awful. I have noticed here, their goalkeeper's only played 1 game. Did they play a rotated team against me? I think they might have played a rotated team against me, but make no mistake, they've still got some good players there. They really played a rotated. Let's not ruin the narrative. We just beat a team in the division above us. All I'm going to say is we've made it to the 3rd round of the Emperor's Cup. I don't know, when is the 3rd round of the competition? It is in a little over a month's time. We could be taking on Kashima Antlers in that game. Kashima Antlers are my team in J-League. I absolutely love this team. They actually won J1 last year. We could be taking on the reigning champions next episode. As for the slightly less glamorous news, we've got a game against Reilac next. Reilac, promoted a couple of years ago to J3, struggled last year, currently in 9th, exceeding all expectations. And one of the reasons I thought we'd do this game today is they have been in some red-hot form. They've won their last 4 league games on the bounce. 3 clean sheets in a row as well. It's not going to be an easy one. That game's only in 4 days. Hopefully we're going to get a win. Let's see if we can go get that win. Okay, folks, game number 2 today. We're actually a slightly later kickoff than a couple of the other teams. Headline news, though, Sagan Tosu have won their 2nd game of the year. They're still bottom. As for ourselves, we have actually dropped behind Hollyhock. They played a day prior. So, failure to win here, and to be honest, I expect us to win here, would mean we're not top at the end of the episode. Reilac, as I said, are in some good form. We should be beating these guys, though. Good news for us in terms of team news. Exact same team that played the last game and looked pretty blooming good, albeit against a rotated team. Omarov makes the bench. I've decided that he is worth chancing on the bench if needed, the striker, should we need a late goal. But in terms of the starting 11, it's the exact same team that played the last game. Anyway, we are playing in our 2nd kit today, despite the fact we're the home side. We're going to be rocking our purple kit. Bit weird, in the database, Tokyo 23 are set as having a purple kit in terms of how the game judges kit clashes. In real life, their kit's not purple, but as we update the kits every year from this season onwards, we're going to have some nice purple away kits, which I love because when I used to play junior football, I played in this exact colour of purple. So it just feels good to be able to rock the purple I wore in my childhood. Anyway, there's going to be an early chance in this game, I think. 6 minutes played. How has the game been playing out thus far? We can have a quick cheeky peek here. No shot for either team, so perhaps the first shot of the game going to be the first goal of the game? Maybe? Potentially. It goes across everyone. Takagi scores it. That was not a pretty goal. Not going to complain. It is already a 9th goal of the season for Takagi. As I mentioned, we're coming up to kind of the 3rd of the way through the season mark in terms of league games. In fact, we've just passed it. Both our goal scorers have been in insane form, it has to be said. A good start in this game is one thing, but we need to keep this level of performance going for the whole 90 minutes. It feels like it has often been against teams not towards the top of the table that we've not been able to win. We've drawn a lot of games this year. I think in live commentaries, actually, we have a really good record for winning so far this year, but when the cameras go off and we play the less jazzy, less exciting teams, for whatever reason, the squad just seems to struggle. And this is the kind of game that so far this year, we've struggled a little bit in there. Noda has just made an insane stop to keep it at 1-0. They have still got the corner, but just a little reminder perhaps there as they work the ball through the middle. The ball is going to be whipped in here, headed away by Mitsuhashi. Can we confirm the danger has been dealt with? Not yet. Noda clutches it. I think we can now. They're on the attack again here. Furuta in the wide area gives it back to Nishigaya. Options in the middle if Reilac can pick them out. Suzuki, again, little give and go. Suzuki, edge of the box, pulls the trigger. That has rippled the roof of the net. We've had one shot on target. It's gone in. Since we've scored, they've been the team on top for a lot of this half. They've had 67% of the ball, but as well, 15 minutes is remaining of this first half. We are the team still with our noses ahead. Noda here is going to take the goal kick, and, well, he tried to pick out Kayanoki. He couldn't get there. Yoshikawa now charging through the middle for them and slotting it away. And right on cue, it just felt inevitable. It's 1-1. Noda's goal kick here was not necessarily the best. Kayanoki not good in the air, lost out. But I'll be honest, the way our centre-backs parted there was nightmare fuel. Rio bringing him back into the team, giving him a bit of a chance. He might have just blown his chance there. His defending was awful. 5 minutes left of this first half. I'm going to demand more from the players. There's 1 minute left. I feel like I left that demand more too late. But you know what? Doesn't matter. We are still ahead. Looking at the XG story, we have to create more in this second half. There's maybe a temptation to go to the more attacking style of play, but I'm not going to do that at least immediately. Of course, last episode, it worked wonders for us, but this feels like the kind of game with how they're lining up with a fairly defensive shape, where if I do that, I might just be playing into Reilac's game plan as they are looking to catch us out on the break too. We need to deal with things here. Denise, I've sung the praises of. He's given away a penalty. And now it's Reilac with a chance from the spot. They've been the team in form. They've not conceded in 3 games going into this. We've found the breakthrough once. If they score here, we'd have to find the breakthrough again. Noda, though, has made another save. I don't know why I'm clapping. That's really obnoxious into a microphone. But Noda, our goalkeeper, I bloody love Noda. I know he's got awful aerial ability, but I feel like he's a man of the people at this point. Is our baby Noda. I mean, we still got to deal with things here. Watch me big him up like this and then watch them just score immediately. Okay, we've got that away. I'm going to change things here. I am going to go to the more attacking system because I feel like if I continue to play the way we have been playing, it's just going to end in disaster. Batata's not been good today, so Omarov, on you come for 45 minutes. He should be capable of managing that. Elsewhere, Kamori's been poor at right attacking mid. Nakajima on you come. Nakajima can't actually play right attacking mid. It's fine. He's going to learn it right now. Look, I could go for the Gareth Southgate approach of being reactive, you know, when they score a goal, then deciding to go for it. But that's not how I like to play. I want to go for things here and now. And with that in mind, we've brought on the big guns. We're going to the more pressing, attacking style of play. And I'm looking at Omarov thinking, mate, can you have another impact for us? The Kazakhstani forward. He's going to be in the middle here looking for the cross. Sadly, the cross is never going to arrive. Of course, now that we are playing this more attacking style of play, the counter-attack becomes a more ever-present threat we've got to be wary of. Jun Nakajima, lovely turn, tries to get it into the middle. It's cleared away. And the game is definitely going to open up, I think, here as Jun finds himself forward again. He can't play right attacking mid. He can't find the back of the net either. The keeper saves it. Okay, Reilac have been difficult to break down. Set pieces could be key. Denise has got a good record from set pieces. He doesn't have good set piece attributes, but... well, that one was awful. I was going to say, but he has a habit of scoring them. Not on that occasion. Half an hour left in this game. The changes we've made in this second half are opening up the game more, but we're definitely creating more ourselves. Now the pressure is on us, I feel like, to just score more than they're able to score in this half. I'd be shocked if there's no goals in the next 27 minutes here. Both teams have had a handful of chances in this half already. Obviously, with us now pressing high, we're forcing their goalkeeper, well, not to distribute it to the centre-backs on this occasion, but actually, in doing so, they've kind of bypassed the initial threat here of our press, although saying all of that, we win it back nicely. Takeshi to Denise. Gave away a penalty. Denise has, well, got to make amends here as he picks out Omarov, who's going to turn on the afterburners. He has pace. Mitsuhashi in support, whips it in on his lonesome. Takagi couldn't keep the header down. I'm going to take off Yamada here, and I'm going to bring in Yoni Yama. I have noticed, I think my sentiments were the wrong way around there to start the second half. I can play Football Manager me, but no, Yoniyama is going to come in for an injection of creativity. Defensive-wise, the ratings aren't the best. Mitsuhashi's struggling again. I'm going to bring in Jamin, going to hold on to our last sub, just in case of injuries. It's still 1-1. I was desperately hoping when they missed that penalty, maybe momentum would swing in our favour. We could get a goal and really it would just affect their mental fortitude. Fair play to Reilac. They've steadied the ship since missing that penalty. They've held firm at the back. And well, now they're going to be looking to create that little something going forward. Matsumoto to Kishimoto. Kitamura now for them to Furata. Kubota cutting inside. Options in the middle. Goes on his own. Probably shouldn't have. 10 minutes left here. Time to demand more. Time to get shouty. Jun is there, whipping it. The keeper comes from absolutely Narnia. No idea where he arrived from there. It's like he stepped out of a wardrobe to pluck the ball out of the air. And now he's ushering his players forward to go long. A big win needed here. On occasion, we've missed out on those kind of headers and they've cost us. Yoshikawa finds himself in behind, but a chance for us to maybe regroup. There is a man marked at the far post. I do not like what I'm seeing there. Kubota, Kitamura, edge of the box, lays it to Shimada, who has loads of space to shoot. They've given a penalty. Sorry, they've given a penalty there. There's another penalty. I mean, he's not going to save another his baby Noda, is he? Matsumoto steps up. Noda goes the wrong way on this occasion. I cannot believe a penalty was given there. I want an inquest for match fixing. Did any of you see the penalty there? Look, I'm just going to complain. I'm bitter. It's Football Manager. It's 2-1 to them. 2 penalties given away in this game, and now we find ourselves chasing it even more. We need to get the ball forward that little bit quicker. Let's look to get it into space. We're already going to be pressing really high here. There's not actually a whole lot more I can do in terms of playing more direct. Going to encourage the players to throw it long, though. Let's just try and break into the final third. A lot of our players are in danger of getting booked and in danger of losing their discipline. You know what? I wouldn't mind some red or yellow cards. I just want to see a little bit of fight from us here. As, well, there is minutes left. 6 minutes of added time. Is there any hope for us to make something magical happen, to keep the unbeaten season dream alive? Takeshi is here with the ball. We are still unbeaten in live commentaries as well. I'd love to keep that record going. Kayanoki, Takagi, Yoniyama, forward to Omarov. Options here on the right. That is not the option we needed, but they have gifted us back possession, and now it's Rio giving it to Denise. Nakajima looking to make something happen. He goes down. The foul's not given. Yoniyama picks it up. I saw the net move and I thought he'd scored. It's gone over. 3 minutes left here. I hate to say it. We've had chances, we didn't take them. When you give away 2 penalties in a football match, it's going to be difficult to win that football match, isn't it? It finishes here 2-1, and to be honest, we just weren't good. Reilac, 5 wins on the bounce for them. They are the team in form. We've come unstuck against them, and with that result there, Hollyhock go above us, and perhaps more importantly, now Reilac in 8th are only 4 points behind us. This league is horrifically close. 13 games unbeaten comes to a screeching halt, sadly. And with the games we've got coming up, I've got to be that little bit worried. Like I said, we could have a potentially huge game in the Emperor's Cup coming up. I feel like I have to come back for that one. In terms of the other game I come back for, the teams that I play around that fixture don't look the most sexy. Thesper are bottom, or near the bottom. Maybe I come back and rotate the team for that one, and we see some of the rotated players feature in an episode. I feel like they've not played much recently on camera. I do want to keep a close eye on the Emperor's Cup and how we can progress in it this year. Of course, given the fact we're likely to play the champions of Japan, it's going to be rather difficult, but nevertheless, it's a fun competition, this one. It's one that I want to be in year on year. I'm desperate to win it at least a few times as part of this save game. So until we're out of it, going to plan episodes around it. So saying all of that, we will be back for the 3rd round of the Emperor's Cup next time out. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, you know what I'm going to say. Go down below, leave a like. We're back tomorrow with more Tokyo Rising action. Until next time, take things easy. It's me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.